Hey you guys, it's Brit. Tonight we're here with all of the Gypsy Rose updates. She recently announced at a gender reveal party that she is in fact having a girl, and word on the street is she's naming the baby girl Aurora.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus, Aurora. By the way, y'all, Radiant Brit on YouTube. Make sure you follow her, subscribe. She's pinned down in the description. Tag down in the description. Give her a follow.
So either way, we're going to go over that. I also want to go over what Ryan Anderson has been up to during all of this. He is over on his own TikTok being shady, and we're here for the shade, especially from Ryan, because it's just hilarious to me, some of the stuff that he says. It's so off the wall, but we're going to go over everything. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so I could react to things that happened like, a couple weeks ago with Gypsy, but I really want to kind of bring it to current day, and let's talk about the gender reveal that she did, because I have some predictions about this child, and this might be unpopular, it might be kind of stepping over a line, but because Gypsy is now announced, or she has now announced that she is having a baby girl, I think often about you are kind of what you were raised as. And because Gypsy was raised as somebody who saw their mother grifting, taking donations, having Gypsy in doctor's offices, even though we know a lot of that had to do with her chromosome disorder, she was still in medical facilities quite often as a child. I worry that this child, if the child has, a bump on its head, like Gypsy is going to be possibly that mother who rushes the child to the ER, and in my opinion, I think she's going to make content about it. I know that on that Good Morning America interview, she claimed that her child wasn't going to be in front of the camera. She didn't want her kid on the reality show and stuff, but I don't think that she was referring to her child being on social media. And if she can get more clicks and more views by putting her newborn child in the spotlight, then she's going to absolutely do that. Because what else is she going to do? Go get a job? Go get a 9-to-5 job? Go work at McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell? Highly unlikely. Because as I've said for a very long time, Gypsy Rose, from the time that she discovered the internet and social media, has thrived off of attention and likes and clicks, and she will do whatever it takes to make sure that those are still coming in. And who cares if people call her a hypocrite? She obviously doesn't care about any of the negative criticism that she's received, and is still being propped up even though she literally murdered her mother. Damn. And she is being adored, and she has, these fans that will just defend anything that she says or does. So she puts her kid in front of the camera for social media. People like me will eventually say, hey, what about that interview where you said you weren't going to put your kid in front of the camera? Okay.
What's that one? I think this lady talked about her too. It's that one lady that has like her daughter, and she makes the kid do some really, really weird stuff. Like really weird. And it's like 98% older men that follow that channel, and the kid's like 5 or 6, the daughter is, and it's like I remember talking about, but I can't remember who it was, but it was crazy as hell.
So what? She does not care. She cares about the attention and the money. And her own father confirmed that in his recent little tangent that he went on that live stream with Ivory Rose. People want to see it.
Haley B, yep. Ren, that's it. Yep. Elisa, yep, exactly.
Lifetime want to pay for it. That is the quote of the year from Rod Blanchard himself. So I'm not going to go to any particular order. We're going to jump back and forth between what Ryan was saying, what Gypsy has been up to. So it might be a little bit scattered, but all of this has unfolded over the last 24 hours. So let's start with this clip. It says, Ryan says it doesn't make sense for Gypsy to have a gender reveal when she already knew what it was going to be.
Congrats on the daughter. Come on, guys. Yeah, I knew it was a girl a while ago. So did Gypsy. Like, so did everybody. If you knew anything about Gypsy, you knew that it was a girl. I mean, everybody knew that. So
How would you know that?
I didn't think the point. I didn't know. Like, honestly, I get why you do a gender reveal, but if you already know, then what's the point? Like, that's my opinion. But
Views and clicks and clicks and views. Views and clicks and clicks and views.
not worried about it. But yeah, I saw they had a gender reveal today. I knew that, but.
So the whole thing with why would you have a gender reveal if you already know what the gender is? And the answer when it comes
That's like saying, why would you have a birthday party if you know how old you're turning? Because you want to. Because we live in America. And last time I checked, you got freedom. Play Freebird. Somebody play Freebird right now. You could do whatever the hell you want to do. If you want to do it and it's not illegal. And shit, we do shit that's illegal all the time too. How many of y'all sped today? How many of y'all went 5 miles over the speed limit today? Put a thumbs up in the chat. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't you dare lie. Put a thumbs up in the chat if you went 5 miles an hour over the speed limit today. But you know what I'm saying, though. The reason she did it is because she can.
to Gypsy specifically is for
I see them thumbs up coming. Thought so.
attention. She was able to make so much content. People Magazine is covering her.
Cool, that's a good point. We can do anything we want to. We just have to pay the consequences. Amen on that. I like that.
TMZ is going to cover her if they haven't already. I haven't looked today. All of these media outlets are...
Oh, that needs to be a shirt, actually. Yo, we should make a shirt that says that. It says, do whatever you want, just don't end up on my show. That'd be funny as hell.
furthering her infamy, furthering people coming over to her social media and clicking and watching and engaging. All of her TikToks get well over 1 million views. So she is literally laughing all the way to the bank. So why would you do the gender reveal? You already know what the gender is. It is simply for attention. And usually people that are sociopaths, narcissists, like these people who are not, like, they don't think like maybe you or I do, they thrive off of the attention. And that was just another outlet for her to have attention.
Guys, I will talk about the pregnancy in depth soon. You know, I've said that I have to get a DNA test. I have to do that for court. But I will go in depth of my thoughts. Like, you know, guys, like the way the timeline matches up, it just, in my opinion, I don't think it's mine, but I don't know. Like, the DNA test is going to prove it, but.
Oh, damn.
That's all I'm going to say. Like,
So I don't know what he's...
He doesn't think it's his? Oh, Lord, so there's a chance? So you're telling me there's a chance?
planning on talking about in depth if he believes that the baby is not his. I'm not really sure how much depth you could add to the conversation if it's not yours. But either way,
He didn't add depth to anything else if it's not his. See what I did there?
find Ryan, like, I like him a lot of times, and I like his snarkiness, and I like his attitude, and I like how he, you know, kind of says some things once in a while. But there's also sometimes where I look at him and I'm like, is this all that you're ever going to talk about? Like, I want to know more about Ryan. I want to know more about what he's doing to heal. What is he doing to separate himself from Gypsy Rose, having the label of Gypsy Rose's ex-husband?
I don't think he ever wants to separate himself from that. Why did he? Do you think that he started talking to her, corresponding with the felon, because he loved her? Because he saw a future? Maybe he did. I don't know. I'm not these people. But to me, it seems like he wanted the attention. He wanted the notoriety. So why would he try to distance himself from that? That's what he wanted to do. You know, I guess. I don't know. What do y'all think? Did he do it to get famous and be labeled Gypsy Rose's ex-husband? Or did he do it because he fell in love with her? I don't know. I guess there are people that fall in love with these crazy ass serial unalivers and all that stuff. I guess it's possible. I don't know. We're not these people. We're only here to discuss it. We're only here to talk about it anyways, y'all. Everything we say on this channel, always, everything is alleged. We don't know. We have no clue. It's all speculation, y'all.
I think that if he would capitalize on it, and I'm not saying never talk about Gypsy, because obviously that was a large part of his life, which I've acknowledged before. But if he could scale it back a little bit and insert in more content that has nothing to do with her and more about him, I really think that he could build an audience of his own, because there is something kind of endearing about him. And I like listening to stuff that he has to say. But sometimes I do feel like, how many times are we going to talk about this drama? I'm not saying don't talk about it, because that's simply unfair, but I just wish it was a little, especially at this point, like we're months out. If you want to capitalize on it and you want people to listen to what you're saying, let's make it a little bit more of an even playing field. Tell us more about Ryan. Tell us more about Pixie. What do you do day to day with this dog? How are you
What's a pixie? Is a pixie? I'm so lost.
bonding with this dog? What is
What's a dog?
Pixie's diet? Like, what is, where's her favorite place to walk? Like, take your viewers on a walk with Pixie. Go to the park. Go take them to the grocery store. Like, I don't know. There are so many different things that.
What the fuck? I think without the Gypsy Rose aspect, I think he's just another dude on TikTok with 68 followers. You know what I mean? I mean, maybe he's super interesting. I don't know the guy. Ryan, I don't know you. I'm just saying. But it seems like, do you guys want to watch Ryan walk his dog? I don't know.
Could be happening besides sitting on his couch and making most of the live about Gypsy. And I really hope that what I said, it makes sense, because I do.
Yo, I'm about to just get like a whole farm of like little mini pigs. Those little baby pigs are like this big. I'm just going to feed them random stuff and let them eat on things and just film that. And be like, yo, look at this cute ass little baby pig eating an orange. I got on baby pig TikTok, y'all. It consumes my life now. I don't know how many hours I've spent just watching baby pigs eat little vanilla wafers and pineapples and oranges and watermelons and stuff. It's a thing. I've ordered merchandise. I need to stop. Somebody take my phone away from me, please.
Don't want it to come off like I'm anti-Ryan. I still think he's a weirdo because he did marry Gypsy Rose. But as far as the constant, like, anytime his live comes across my For You page, I can click on it, and if it's not immediate, it's within the first 60 seconds, it's something relating to Gypsy. Here, this clip comes from Conspiracy, and Ryan mentions how he did not go to his divorce hearing. So this is interesting. Let's hear what he has to say.
I did not show up to court. I didn't have to.
Like, guys, it wasn't a big deal. All it did, court was just to end our community regime to where we were no longer financially a couple. Does that make sense? And that's all court was.
The Gibbs killed me.
Nothing happened. You know, like I said, I heard Christy got on the stand. She had to be a witness. All they had to do was say that me and Gypsy haven't lived.
No, this is definitely a watchception. That girl's watching him. We're watching this girl watch that girl watch him. And y'all are watching me watch that girl watch him.
It's about connection.
Live together.
I'm feeling crazy as hell tonight, y'all. I don't know why. YouTube, we better get 100 likes or I got to end the stream right now.
Get out of my
For 30 days, you know, and that, like, we've been apart more than 30 days. We haven't lived together. So that's all court was meaning to be. It was my first day back to work. You know, I could have went, but at the same time, it was pointless to go. Like, the 3.5 hours away, it cost me money. It cost my attorney money. Like, it'd have been pointless. Like, all they had to do, Gypsy and then Christy testify that we hadn't lived together for 30 days. And, that's all I can say.
Now, while I can understand Ryan Anderson not being there, I don't really understand why his lawyer wouldn't. Maybe I'm just not understanding, but that part just doesn't really make sense to me. I did screen record this live, so if you guys want to check it out, I'm working on editing and I will upload to my YT.
I want to read a couple of the comments because they were
Oh, Lord. The comments getting read. Oh, Lord. Green Eyed Beauty Patrick is hilarious. It's cool how he is himself. Aww. Thanks. I don't know anybody else to be, so I just be myself.
elaborating on kind of why nobody was there.
Oh, Lord. Oh, real quick, by the way, TikTok, come over to YouTube and subscribe because we're so close to 16,000 subscribers. Allison King! Thank you for the love you. Damn. Appreciate it. First gift too. Thank you for that. Y'all, we're very close. We're less than 100 subscribers away from hitting 16,000 subscribers on YouTube, which is crazy because we just started the YouTube channel not that long ago. So thank you for that. Y'all, come on over. Link is in the bio. Let's do it.
Somebody said, I've never seen the inside of the courthouse with both of my divorces. Somebody else said, nobody had to be present for mine, especially if all parties are on mutual agreements. Somebody else said, sounds like he would have had to pay his lawyer more if his lawyer went. Someone else said, sounds like depositions. So the him not being there for the divorce thing now, you know, initially when I first heard that, I was like, oh, that's, you know, doesn't sound like it's a good thing. But it's kind of seems like it's a nothing burger. But if y'all disagree, then elaborate down below. But let's move on. This clip says, Ryan says that Gypsy told him, I made you famous.
Lady always gets on there. It's like the fall of Gypsy Rose, and like, just like, come on, really? You have nothing better.
He's referring to Ivory Rose Knows, which is the one who had Rod Blanchard on her panel a few nights ago. I reacted to most of that. I'll link it down below. But I believe that's who he's talking about because usually with her lives, she will title them something along the lines of The Downfall of Gypsy Rose, The Fall of Gypsy Rose, something. But I could be wrong, but I think
every rose has its thorn. I'm going to title mine that. Every rose has its thorn.
That's who he's referring to.
To do, you know, it's like the lady who from England said something about my live last time I did a live, and they like tried to get me in trouble at work. Like, really? Like, you have nothing better to do? It's just whatever. Like, people are silly, I guess. But I guess it's, you know, like, that's the things is like, if I'm not bashing Gypsy.
Y'all already know how I feel about going real life on people. There is, from what I've seen, there is absolutely no reason why Ryan Anderson should have his employer contacted, have people showing up at his house, giving him any kind of like real life issues. It is completely unhinged behavior. If you
hold up, I got you.
Unhinged bananas crazy.
see somebody on social media and you decide you don't like them, whether it's, for whatever reason, if they are not hurting people or animals, why are you even thinking about going real life with them? I cannot stand this. I've always said, if you have solid evidence of somebody
people are crazy,
abusing people, abusing animals, then obviously that is a real life situation.
Turn it into the police.
That needs attention. But simply not liking someone and saying, "Oh, I'm going to call their job. I'm going to go to their house." Like, y'all are the worst type of people to exist online. One of the worst types.
Why do y'all feel the need to, like, people who make those lies? I get it. Like, we did a show and we let people in on our personal life. It's like our fault for that. And I understand.
Hey, there's some accountability right there. Ryan, I appreciate that.
I understand my role in it. The reality was I married her, and to be with her, like, she had already signed up for these shows. So it's one of those where, like,
to tell people to move on and stop talking about Gypsy when Ryan consistently talks about her on lives is very hypocritical, number one. And number two, why is he such a Gypsy apologist? I don't understand. It's like, what does she have over anyone? It's truly baffling to me. But don't tell people to stop talking about her when she's very much a public figure, when every single live that you go on, Ryan, you're constantly talking about Gypsy. Like I said, level out the playing field, and then maybe we can talk about, okay, well, at least not 90% of his live streams are about Gypsy, while you're telling other people to stop talking about her.
I tried to, it was like, I'd always try to talk her before she got out to be like, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? And I'd always be like, I will support you no matter what. Like, if you want to do it, we'll do it. But at the same time, like, if she'd have said, no, I don't want to, like, I'd have been cool with that too. Like, one of the last times I talked to her, she was like, I made you famous, so you need to be thankful for that. And I told her straight up, I said, I didn't want to be famous. Like, that's not what I wanted. Like, that's not my goal in being with you. And
well, that clears that up, y'all. Apparently he didn't do it to be famous. What do y'all think about that? And hit me with the Bears TikTok. See, Bonbon, thank you. We're close. 40 something left.
And guys, I love people think that I'm clout chasing or whatever. But let me ask you this. How many podcasts have I done without Gypsy? I give you the answer. 0. I notice, like, why would I do that? I'm not getting on other people's TikTok lives and making, da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, she's more infamous, I guess.
Now, I will recognize and give recognition for what it's worth that he hasn't done podcasts without Gypsy, and he's not hopping on live streams with other content creators to discuss her. But that also doesn't discount that, like I said, 90% of his live streams are something either directly related to Gypsy or have something to do with something that she has said or done. So, okay, I see what you're saying, but let's also never ignore that your live streams center around her, as well as the normal TikToks. Very few TikToks that he has posted are about him and what he's doing and where he's at in his life, and building that community to say, if y'all want to, stick it out with me, this is more about me, this is what I'm doing, this is what, like, does that make sense? Let's keep going.
Guarantee that. I give you that. Because
I kind of understand what she's saying, but then I also kind of see the opposite side of that. Like, say I'm following like a really like a famous golfer, and I'm like, yes, I really enjoy that golfer, and his playing style and da 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 da. And I go to follow him on TikTok, and he didn't want to talk about golf at all. He's like, no, on TikTok, I only talk about the fruits I'm growing out in my garden, and then I feed them to my little piglets in the back. And I'm like, huh? No, I don't care about that stuff. I want to hear about you're a famous golfer. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to hear about. I want tips and tricks and that kind of stuff. I don't want to hear you talking about random stuff. But for him, it's like that's what he's known for, right? That like he's known as being her ex-husband. So, I mean, more power to him if he can branch off and use that as a springboard into doing something else for himself. Maybe that's what she's trying to say. Is she's like, well, you have this massive. Well, he's got like 1 million followers or something like that, doesn't it? Use that. Maybe that's what she means. Is use that to springboard into something else. Don't just get hung up talking about Gypsy every single time you do anything. Okay, I can understand what she's saying.
Say I married somebody infamous. I give you that. So, you know, it just is what it is. That's my little rant for the day.
Sir, you married a murderer. You didn't marry somebody just infamous. You married one of the most egregious, just Gypsy Rose. At this point, I'll be honest, when I hear her talk, she's starting to be one of those people for me where I have a visceral response to listening to her talk, watching her lick her lips.
Get ginger gummies. They're with heartburn. Okay. One night it was so bad. I was like, oh, this is horrible.
Oh gosh, she didn't hit us with the slow-mo of her licking her lip, did she? Oh, don't hit us with 3 slow-mos? 4 slow-mos.
Seeing her just soak up all of this attention and people in the comments saying, slay, oh my God, you are an icon.
Slay? That's...
It's getting to the point where I'm not just reacting to content, it makes me upset listening to her.
I am the bigger person. Like, obviously, look at me, but I am a big dude, but it is what it is. Stay strong, brother. I appreciate it. I did a poll earlier. I'm not doing a poll again. I'm not doing another one. Move on. Well, why don't you come make me? I love people like that. School's been great. I will say this. My para.
He gets snarky when someone tells him to move on, but in the beginning of this clip, he's wondering why everybody is talking about Gypsy.
Who I work with. I couldn't do what I do at school without my para. Okay, like as a special ed teacher, paras need love. Like they deserve everybody's respect in the school because they do a lot. And I appreciate my para very much. So if you're out there watching, I appreciate you, and I appreciate all the paras out there because it's a hard job. And I do appreciate it. A para is the person who helps me in class. Like, she's not the teacher, but she is there to help with the special needs kids. But like, they are a teacher. Like, I call my
Brett hitting us with the lip liner too. Is that what that's called, ladies? I think that's what that's called, what she was just doing.
my classroom.
Sometimes I hit y'all with the Burt's Beeswax, though. Speaking of which, let's get a little refresh going. Oop.
Me and my para's classroom, because without my para, it's PAR, paraprofessional. That's basically what it is. I couldn't. It's a paraprofessional. It's like an assistant teacher. Yeah, it's like an assistant teacher. But me being a special education teacher, I couldn't do what I do without my para. So just giving some love out there. If y'all have paras out there, paraprofessionals, appreciate it.
I like that he took a minute and talked about his role as a teacher and, giving deserved respect to his para and so on and so forth. But it's like, why can't that be more often? Why can't?
Because it's not like It's not the white noise to make you fall asleep. People don't want to hear that stuff. People do not want to hear him talking about that. I'm guessing. I don't know. I could be totally wrong. Maybe some people do, but I would imagine the majority of people don't want to hear him talking about that kind of stuff. But let's keep going.
That be like, let's even out the content a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like screaming into a black hole, but
Jessica, thank you.
whatever. So this one was really funny. Ryan loves to do polls during his live streams. He did one the other day where it was like, guys, what did y'all think of me crying on live? Let me do a poll. It's just hysterical. It's really just weird. And here he does a live and he's dropping a poll asking, do y'all think that Gypsy still contacts me? Let me do a poll. It's just, it's
whoa.
It's giving weirdo a little bit, but let's watch the clip.
No. Y'all think she still contacts me? Let me do a poll now. I'm gonna do a poll. Last poll. Do you think Gypsy still contacts me? Yeah, red is yes, blue is no. Do you think she still contacts me? I kind of wonder what y'all think.
Dear Lord.
Red is yes, blue is no. Do y'all think she still contacts me? Reaches out.
How many people is that dude having his live
Majority
stream?
says yes. Just curious.
Damn, is that the... Oh, thanks for the follows, y'all. Coming
Just
in strong
curious.
with the follows right now.
Why wouldn't she reach out to me, right?
Oh my God, that laugh was
Why
some
wouldn't she reach
sinister.
out to somebody as awesome as me? She misses our king, Ryan. That's funny. I like messing with y'all.
Boom. Poll, y'all. I don't know what it does, but do it. Red is yes, blue is no.
Does Gypsy make me stay quiet about stuff? I will let y'all know this. Gypsy is worried about things I might say. She had told me that a long time ago, though. She did when we first split. She's worried about things I might say or do.
Whoa.
She knows I'm a loose cannon sometimes. Like if I get mad, like the respecting video, I did that when I was really mad. I'm a loose cannon sometimes, like when I get really mad. So, yeah, I do know that she worried about things I might say. So, just say it. Yeah, right. Everybody wants to spill the tea and stuff. I get why y'all want to know, but no. Pickup is not an emergency. No. If it was an emergency, the person calling me, they'd call from an actual number.
So obviously she's worried about what he might say or, whatever might come out of his mouth. That's a given. I can't with the polls. I just can't. It's, who cares? Why not just give your answer? What's the buildup? What's the, oh, well, she's worried about what I might say and I'm not going to spill the tea.
She doesn't like the polls. You don't like the polls? Why don't you like the polls? Yo, let's do a poll. Do you like the polls? Smiley face, yes, you like the polls. Crying face, you don't like the polls.
But I will tell y'all that she's scared of what I might say. But I'm not going to say what she's scared of me possibly.
We'll put some John Mayer on and say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Say what you need to say.
Saying it's, I don't know, it's getting kind of tired and that's how I feel about it. Now let's get over to Gypsy and her bullshit. It seems to me that she has hired the makeup artist Alexis Oakley to kind of be her makeup artist for if and when she wants her makeup professionally done. She's done Gypsy's makeup a few times now, especially for press. And she was flown down to Louisiana for this gender reveal party. So Alexis posted, and let's see what she had to say.
Come with me to Gypsy Rose's gender reveal party. When she texted me the invitation, I knew that I immediately had to book a flight to New Orleans. I got to the house and got all of my makeup set up. A lot of times people are really confused in all of my videos.
Why the heck are you talking so much in this video?
Most of the time I'm glamming my clients in their kitchen, but honestly, it's just because there's the most space. We wanted to do something kind of similar to what we did with her glam last time because she looked so beautiful, but this time we decided to add a little bit of sparkle to the lid, and I really love the look of this. This is the first gender
Oh my god.
reveal party that I've ever been to, so I didn't really know what to expect. Honestly, this is my first friend actually that's having a baby. Her grandma is literally the cutest person ever. She has a famous garlic shrimp recipe she's been making pretty much their entire life, and she made it today and it was amazing. Not kidding, one of the best things I've ever put in my mouth. I really need to get the recipe. Then they had these really cute baby prediction cards that you could fill out, and I knew it was going to be a girl. I think I'm honestly psychic, not kidding. Once everyone started to arrive, I changed into my little girly swirly dress, and after everyone got some food and drinks, we went outside to do the gender
What the heck is going on?
reveal. And it was a girl. I knew it. I'm literally so happy for Gypsy and Ken. They are so deserving of this, and I cannot wait to see her in her mommy era. I love how the glam came out so much, and I'm so grateful that I was able to play a small role into such a special day like this for them.
So Gypsy is so deserving of this. She is deserving of what? To be put up on a pedestal and have people co-signing that she is being treated as this celebrity, as scary as that is.
That's crazy as hell.
No, I've always said I'm not wishing ill will on Gypsy because that's just not who I am as a person. But to say that she is so deserving of all of these amazing things, I firmly disagree with that. And I think it's embarrassing that any makeup artist would work with this little gremlin more than one time.
She's got... How many followers does Gypsy Rose have on just TikTok? She has 10 million followers. Gee, I wonder why a makeup artist would want to get in front of 10 million people.
So people in the comments that are saying, what about Grandma Dee Dee? Someone else said her boyfriend is on Grindr.
We saw that thing. Y'all, was it Nina? What's that? Her name's Nina, right? Or she was like, Gypsy Rose baby daddy is paying for the sausage. I was like, what the hell? That video was crazy as hell. Even watching that, I'm still like,
Emotional damage.
Is Ken still on Grindr? Thumbs down. Yikes. Stop making
yikes.
Gypsy Rose a celebrity. She's a killer. Gypsy Rose is not a person that you should admire. Gypsy Rose is so cringe. Gypsy Rose is
That's that French Canadian when they put all those S's on things. They're like, Callis. Any French Canadians out there? Put a Canadian flag. Can we get some Canadian flags in the chat? If you happen to be a little French Canadian action.
isn't a celebrity. She's a murderer who
Where's my Quebecois?
planned her mother's death. She literally killed her mom. The fact that you keep posting Gypsy, her baby is going to pull a Gypsy on her. How can you support a murder? Why are you working with this horrible human? So I just think this is a really bad look. And I've said before,
That taxidermy girl. See, there we
when
go.
you are somebody and you're providing professional services, whether that's hair, makeup, eyelashes, if you're offering cleaning services, if you're whatever service you are providing, you have a choice on what clientele you take on. And I understand, hey, maybe it's a one-time thing and then you realize, oh, that's actually not somebody that I want to work with. But if you work with them multiple times, then that tells me that you're okay with it. And I find that to be terrifying. So Alexis,
She said, I find that to be terrifying.
please seek help. They also did another
Please seek
video
help.
using the sound of panini press. So
The hell is that?
it's old. It's not funny anymore. It was funny
Kimberly.
for a few times, and now it's just boring.
Honey, I am so not threatened by you. My man wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. You're just mad because I have a Chad. And last time I checked,
What the hell are we watching?
You don't have a man. So, looks like you're the one that's panini pressed.
That's what? The Miller, thank you. I have no idea what that was.
Somebody else
Why do y'all keep sending me these videos?
How dare you?
posted Ryan as being messy. Someone asked if he was happy for Ken.
I mean, I'm happy. I support the LGBTQ. Oh. God, I'm so mean. I am just playing. Who dat? I saw the who dat.
Damn, he threw that dude straight on.
I hope somebody laughed at that joke because that was funny to me. I wanted her eyes to get cut. Like, I feel like Pixie can't see. Like, I'm always like getting the hair out of her eyes. Pixie, you grouchy right now, huh, Mama? Yeah? Yeah. And you found out you weren't going to be the only girl in Gypsy's life, huh? Sorry. I like being an idiot, but you know. Ow!
Whoa.
No! Pixie, come on, man.
The thing that I don't like, the thing that I can't relate to, there's a lot when it comes to Gypsy I can't relate to.
She's so funny. The thing I can't relate to, well, there's a lot when it comes to Gypsy I can't relate
But
to.
I often think of Pixie and I think of how it's like Gypsy wanted to get this dog. They got this dog and then she up and left. And to my knowledge, because I do think that Ryan would make it known if Gypsy had seen Pixie, it's just like it's another pawn in her game. She's the wrecking ball and she will, destroy you.
The Miller, thank you for subscribing. I never hit so hard in love.
As soon as she is done with you. I want to play this one video from, her name is Abby Blabby, and she kind of echoed the concerns that I had about Gypsy repeating history from the way that she was raised. So let's play that, and then I think that's about it for today. So let's close it out with this.
Oh, snap.
Did you guys see that Gypsy Rose Blanchard and Ken Urker did a gender reveal announcement yesterday and said they're having a baby girl? Here's the announcement in case you missed it.
Sweetie, I'm your mom.
I'm your dad.
And you are a girl.
Let's talk about it. So I'm sure this is going to piss all the Gypsy Rose supporters off, but whatever. I was concerned about this whole pregnancy thing as soon as she announced that, but I'm even more concerned now that it's a girl. I'm just really hoping history doesn't repeat itself. There's an old saying that goes, you live what you learn. And that basically means that the way somebody was brought up, they tend to be the same way with their own. Of course, not always, but it's why sometimes victims of abuse find themselves doing the same thing to their own. I know things like that are studied very widely in psychology, which is obviously above my pay grade. But I'm concerned that, like, if anything is wrong with the baby at all, even like a scratch on her leg, Gypsy's going to think it's like this big medical emergency and rush the baby into the ER for tests. Because that is what she is used to. That is her norm. Although she knows it's not right, that's how she was raised. And I can't help but wonder if she's not that same way with her own child, is a part of her going to feel like she's failing her daughter, like she's not providing the care her daughter needs or deserves? Again, I'm not a psychologist and I'm not pretending to be one. Those are just my personal opinions. What do you guys think?
Now, I would like to say that I don't think that this should be shrouded over every single situation of a mother that abuses their daughter and then the daughter going on to have a daughter. I don't think that it's for everything, but I do think that it could relate to Gypsy Rose just because we've seen exactly the person that Gypsy is, her lack of morals, the fact that she has not grown since her prison release. She still likes the attention and the drama and making mess and destroying people once she is done with them. The last thing I want to say, and then I'm going to close the video out, Ken's sister looks like Gypsy.
Hi, I'm Mary. I'm going to be your brand new aunt, and
What in the world?
I'm so excited for your birth. I think you're going to be a sweet girl.
I know a lot of people are really focused on the grinder thing and the buy thing, and I don't really care too much about that. Like, what?
No, to each their own. This is America. If you're not hurting anybody, you're not hurting kids. Do you, boo-boo?
Whatever your preference is, I'm not going to get into the weeds with that topic. But the fact that his sister resembles Gypsy, too close for my liking. I don't know. I'll put up a picture of her. It's giving very weird vibes to me personally. And that, of course, doesn't even touch the fact that Dee Dee and Ryan resemble each other. Ken and Rod resemble each other. So, ew. Am I right? Am I wrong? Call me out down below if you disagree, but I think it's weird. So either way, I'm going to move on with other content. I have an update coming on kind of my updated thoughts on Sniper Wolf. I recently came across her channel again, and
what is that?
I feel like ranting today. So if you're interested, keep an eye out for that. But that's going to be it for today. And oh, as a quick reminder, I've heard from several of y'all that you're being unsubscribed from my channel. If you would like to be
Oh, that's everything. Critter Vamp, thank you. Who else? Jessica, thank you. Yeah, y'all, that's everything. Every single platform is like, oh, people subscribe to these things? We should just unsubscribe them and make them never see that person again.
How dare you?
So make sure you are still subscribed on the YouTube channel, because that's happening everywhere. The whole interwebs is crazy as hell right now. And ooh, the fuzzy pack, thank you. Y'all, TikTok, come over to YouTube, the Mystery Project on YouTube. You can see the video, you can watch the video. When this live is over, you can rewatch everything. You can rewatch all the streams from the past couple of months now that we've been on YouTube. The Mystery Project, that's the name of the true crime channel. Come on over, hit the follow button too if you're new here. I see a bunch of new people in here tonight. My name's Patrick. If you like true crime, I'm live every single night. YouTube, do what y'all do and hit some thumbs up action. We got 121 thumbs up. We can get 200. Let's go.
subscribed, please make sure that you are. And I said in a recent video, as an added measure, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I always announce when I'm posting videos on my Instagram stories as well. If you're interested, I also post a bunch of stuff with like Axel and random little, stuff. So that could be another thing if you're interested. No pressure. So now I'm done. That's going to be it for today. So if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.